Hey, what is going on, you timid Talonflame? Today we're talking Hydreigon. I gotta give some props to, I'm not gonna try and pronounce their name because, yep, just not gonna try. They got top 64 recently at the Seville special event and it inspired me to try Hydreigon once again. So I started with their original 60. They got the Jack to Dunsparce engine in here that I talked about recently in my Charizard video, and I absolutely love it in there. I did end up cutting it from this 60 though. Before we talk about what I'm rocking right now and all the changes I made, got to give a shout out to TC Evolutions sponsoring me as a PokemonTCG competitor and content creator. They got the highest quality premium TCG accessories, not just for Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and One Piece as well. And they did just come out with their version 2 dice case, so be sure to go check them out, tcevolutions.com. Of course, the link will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So Hydreigon EX is a little bit of a less played EX Terra Pokemon, so I'll go over it real quickly for anyone who's unfamiliar. 330 HP, stage 2, Crashing Headbutt for Dark and Colorless, 200 damage, discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and then for Psychic, Dark, Metal, and Colorless, 130 damage. This attack also does 130 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And now with Manaphy, or no real good bench protection in the format due to Manaphy rotating, I mean, it's kind of free pickings for the Obsidian. Obsidian is maybe the best attack in the game. It probably is just the best attack in the game. The Angel Light from Sylveon is also a pretty powerful attack, and I've showcased the power of that in some EV box videos recently. But the Obsidian, I think, is a step above. Of course, it is quite the energy cost. We have a 3/2/2 Hydreigon EX in here, a couple Jack, as well as a Brock Scouting. Heavy on the evolution lines to help deal with Bidoof, help us get there faster. For the Pidgeot line here, we have a 2/1/2 Pidgeot line. Pidgeot is super important in this deck, mainly to help us find Neo Upper Energy, as I feel like is one of the main things, but just keeping the deck consistent throughout the game. We need a lot of pieces turn to turn, so by initially setting up Pidgeot, it can help us pull together those big combo turns in the mid and late game. Now, like I mentioned, the original build that I was inspired by to try out had the Dunsparces in there, and this still does have some Jacks, but with only 2 Jack in here and not being able to fit like a super thick Dunsparce line, I actually just ended up not really liking it that much, and I actually switched over just to a 1/1 Zoroark line for a little bit of extra draw power. I did try out a 2/2 at some point. We don't really have bench space to set up 2 Zoroark ever, so I went down to the 1/1 and it felt fine so far, to be honest. For the early game options, we not only have Bidoof and TM Evolution, but we also have the Cleffa in here. And honestly, since adding the Cleffa, I have definitely found myself using Cleffa more than the other 2 options of Bidoof to slow down my opponent, or using the TM Evolution to get us help us get set up. Now, I will say, Hydreigon is a big comeback deck. We can make some insane comebacks with this deck, so still having the option of TM Evolution past the first turn or even the second turn, same thing with the Bidoof, is still really, really nice. So I don't think I'm going to cut either of these options for the early game, the Bidoof or the TM Evolution, but Cleffa definitely feels like the strongest early game option, or the most used. I guess situationally, it's not always going to be the strongest. Sometimes Bidoof will be really good. Sometimes TM Evolution just makes too much sense to not use, but the Cleffa, I definitely have been using the most for some extra early game draw power. Make sure you choose second with this deck. I always try and mention that when I'm showcasing a deck. Choose second, pick second, prioritize trying to set up as cleanly as possible, and then, yeah, go from there. But yeah, like I said, big comeback deck, so we can take 2, 3, 4 turns and not doing a single attack, and then winning 2 turns with back-to-back Obsidian attacks through some Hydreigons, whether that be 2 Hydreigons or just 1 Hydreigon, which generally happens most often if you just use 1 Hydreigon to like draw 6 prize cards or something like that ridiculous. For the other Pokemon in this deck, got the Fezandipiti, of course, can't really go anywhere without it. And then the Ursaluna is also great in those more aggressive matchups to close out games up against stuff like Raging Bolt or even the Joltik box decks. The Ursaluna is super, super sick, so have that in here. And the last Pokemon to talk about is the Pecharunt EX. We don't really use it for its attack, because we only play 3 Dark Energy, and getting 2 Dark Energy on a Pecharunt EX towards the late game is pretty difficult. It could come up, of course, especially we do have 1 Crispin in here, so it is possible, just doesn't really ever happen. And we don't actually play any Mochi in here. Now, I'm not against the idea of adding a Binding Mochi to this deck, but Counter Gain is so important to help us get Hydreigon into the active and attacking early on, especially to try and build up to the 4 energy requirement of Obsidian. We almost never don't have a Counter Gain on our Hydreigon. Sometimes we don't, so I could see playing a Binding Mochi, but probably not worth the inclusion. The Pecharunt EX is in here for mobility, because there's stuff like Maractus and Water Pond that people are playing in the format that trap our Pokemon in our active. Well, Pecharunt deals with those shenanigans. Also, it's kind of a cool way to reset our Ursaluna at the end of the game. We can go attack with Ursaluna if our opponent doesn't win the game on their turn. Then we can use Pecharunt to like push up Fezandipiti, harder treat the Fezandipiti with a rescue board or by attaching for turn, and then attack with Ursaluna once again. So yeah, Pecharunt's really cool here for the mobility. We don't abuse it to its full effect. We don't play the Mighty Mochis. We don't really have a good way to attack with it, but just the constant pushing of Dark Pokemon to the active is enough. For the supporter lineup, I got 3 Arven, 3 Iono, 2 Jack, 1 Brock Scouting. We have only 1 Crispin in here, and honestly, you really only need 1 Crispin between the Neo Upper Energy and the Crispin. That's like more than enough like extra energy acceleration and the counter gains when the counter gains get involved. You do use Crispin pretty much every single game, as long as it's not prized. But when it is prized, we can usually work around it, and we definitely never need to get 2 uses out of Crispins. Sometimes we don't even need the 1. So yeah, I think 1 Crispin is all you really need. Of course, we have that quick search, which is so important at finding these key cards when we need them most. 2 Boss's Orders and 2 counter catchers for the Gust effects. This feels like the sweet spot for the Gust effects in this deck. Maybe I could see an Iron Bundle getting involved. Probably not, though. And then we have 1 Brock Scouting, kind of similar to the Jack, just like another Pokemon search supporter that we can use while we're getting Badooed. But this one, of course, can either get 2 basics or just 1 evolution. So a little bit weaker than Jack in the mid-late game, but a little bit stronger in the early game, potentially. Having more outs to our basic Pokemon turn 1, turn 2. Really, really good, especially when we're doing powerful attacks like the Grasping Draw or Itchy Pollen from just finding those basic Pokemon. 4 Buddy Poffin, 3 Ultra Ball. No Nest Ball. I don't hate Nest Ball, but we don't really need to find stuff like Fezandipiti or Ursaluna super aggressively, so everything else can just get kind of found from Poffin. So Nest Ball is like a pretty low value card in this deck, it feels like, overall. 3 Rare Candy, not 4. 3 feels pretty comfortable. The list originally played 2, and I kind of worked it from there. I definitely like the 3rd Rare Candy, but 4 feels like it'd probably be a little bit overkill. 1 Earthen Vessel, we need to find some energy sometime. Sometimes we want multiple energy to get into the hand, and of course it does synergize with Arven. A little bit of recovery here, 1 Super Rod, 1 Night Stretcher. I went down to just the Super Rod to begin with to try it out, but I definitely felt like I was lacking a little bit in recovery, so I went to back up to the 1-1 split that they had originally. 1 Rescue Board in here just to go alongside the TM Evo, of course, and then 2 Artisan to help us find our Pokemon. And honestly, we kind of just need counter stadiums in Hydreigon right now. The tool cards, specifically the counter gain, is super, super important. Jamming Tower is at like an all-time high right now in the format. It's not like that popular, but it's an all-time high and seems like it might be rising. And then even there's like another stadium that I was countering with Artisan that was actually, maybe there wasn't. I'm trying to think of it. I don't think there was. Maybe there was. Maybe it's just Jamming Tower. It might just be Jamming Tower, to be honest. And then for the energy count here, 3 Dark, 2 Psychic, 2 Metal. Nothing crazy. The 1 Neo Upper Energy. I'm going with the 2 Psychic, 2 Metal because we just want to keep Crispin active more often. So it feels fine. 3 Dark doesn't feel like too low. We don't really need it that often. And if we get the Neo Upper Energy involved, we don't even need a Dark Energy attachment to the Hydreigon. But usually for that early crashing headbutt, which we do sometimes attack with early on, 3 Dark still seems to get there often enough alongside a counter gain. And that's it. That's how I'm playing Hydreigon right now. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how to run it. Can I catch the Iron Leaves, hit with Bear, and then Obsidian with the Hydreigon next turn? That was not an available line. Not available. I mean, it feels like I should go into Badoo here, right? It feels like we should go into Badoo. Slow the game down. I might can put this here. Feels bad to lose my energy attachment for turn, but it's not the end of the world. We can make it work. There's a rescue board, yeah. You're not gonna be able to hit with Petch, right? And you do Dark? No, the Petch attack was not available. No, it is possible in the deck, but to do it in 1 turn, we need like Crispin with enough energy in deck, which is definitely not happening. This deck is made for a ball over. You need to pray a lot with it. Do you think that Okie Dokie could be meta? No. Sure. Pass? Scratch? They could scratch us here. I'm fine with that. Well, yeah, it's fine. I did have this waitlist, which was kind of nice there, but... Do I get Pidgeotto here? Patch Dark, get Pidgeotto. I don't even know if Odo's in here. I mean, I guess. I don't see like a better play, to be honest. Itchy. Does Joltik run Latias? They do play Latias, yeah. Fine. This deck seems good in theory, but Pidgeot is so last year into done sucks. It sounds like it's not good in theory at all then. It sounds like you've already made up your mind. Like, sounds like you figured it out. Is Hoopa EX in Zoroark to counter Joltik? Hope or based? I think it seems pretty good. I don't know if I'm trying to counter Joltik, but I think it actually seems pretty good. I thought you hate the Dunsparce? No, I just think the Dunsparce is bad. There's two different things. But honestly, Jack engine build decks with the Dunsparce are kind of sick. They are kind of sick. Appreciate 250 bits there, Steven. Promote this guy. Free retreat. Obsidian for game. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cooked here, right? Abazuelis. Two candy feels a little sketch, but I don't hate it, I guess. Oh, this all comes from their, if they didn't attack, if they didn't take a knockout here. I didn't even think about that because it turned on my counter gain. Yeah, they're just kind of cooked now. Got him. Is that necessary in this deck? Seems good. It's impossible for them to make a comeback now, right? Because if they would need to bench triple Zorua. Yeah, it's game's over. Game's over. It's basically impossible for them to win at this point. What tier are you saying this deck is? I don't know. Some tier. Appreciate the 2 months as well there. The Greenster. Tier 3 or tier 4 probably. Or tier 4 or tier 5 probably. Somewhere in there. Who knows? Have to play with it a lot more to gain a really strong opinion on it. Happy to announce I'm now a top 1,050,000 ranked TCG player in the world. I'm at 150,000. Congratulations there, Bomb Logic. I have 1 championship point. Wait, how do you gain 1 championship point? How do you get a single championship point? Is that even, how is that possible? To get a single championship point? Release gives 1. Oh, it gives you 1 play point though, right? Not a championship point. Your minimum is 4, I believe. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think you can get 1. That actually would be impressive if you somehow had 1 championship point. When I went to my first league challenge, went 2-3. Oh, that's a play point, Bomb Logic. You got a play point for that, not a championship point. But congrats. You did it. That's a dub. That's a big dub. I'm not trying to overshadow your achievement here, the accomplishment, by saying you're doing something that's technically not possible to do, although it is impossible. Oh no, I got the wrong energy. No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Dude, for a second there, I was like, oh wait, I need a metal aura. No, this works. Chillin'. Are there some things about this deck I like and some things I don't like? Let's play another game. That creates a very enjoyable, great gaming experience for everyone involved. Wow, we love it, man. Your hand is broken? Exactly. It is missing a Pidgeot EX, but honestly, setting up Pidgeot EX in this matchup is kind of iffy. Does it admit you hate the Dunsparce already? No one takes it seriously anyways. I don't hate it. I think it's bad. I don't hate Pokemon cards. Hating a Pokemon card is just stupid. That would be so stupid to hate a Pokemon card. Well, hold on. No. I mean, I say I hate things sometimes, but I'm just being like hyperbolic. I don't actually hate... I think there probably is... I don't really hate any cards. There probably are some matchups that I've hated playing in the past, but like... In the current format, the last couple formats, I can't think of like a matchup where like, bro, I hate playing against this deck. There's like no deck I hate playing against right now. In the past, there for sure has been. But, yeah, I don't hate Pokemon cards. I just think they're bad or good. That's it. Why don't you offer coaching? I just don't. I'm burnt out on coaching. I don't like doing coaching. It's not something I'm a big fan of. You should go full Koga. Wait, what does that mean? Who's Koga? Isn't that like a card? I second the Koga thing. Wait, isn't that like a one of the trainers? One of the things in the game? What does it mean to go full Koga? You go 5 gifted? Oh, my bad. I appreciate the 5 gifted there. Glork. Glork. Welcome to the pack there. Adan, Jahar. It's Just KC, New Galaxy, and Recycled Youth. Welcome all to the pack. We're all out of good stuff. All we have left is Poison Package. Wait, they attached to Iron Hands. Did they even use Tandem Unit? Did they prize both their Joltix? Is that what just happened? Actually, that top deck was actually insane. Because now we just get crispy with it and start milling them, right? We just literally cooked. They're done. It's over. Pack it up. Get out of here. Are you burnt out if you don't? You don't king me asking? I assume you mean mind me asking. I just did like a lot of coaching. I enjoy doing, I don't dislike coaching. I definitely got burnt out because I just did too much of it. Oh, they play that thing though. I gotta be careful. Hold up. I did just, I guess I don't have to worry about it anymore. I definitely got burnt out on coaching because I was just doing too much of it, for sure. And then, but also, I definitely came to the realization eventually that, like, in comparison to everything else I could be doing in the Pokemon TCG scene, I prefer doing everything else instead of coaching. I don't specifically dislike coaching. I definitely got burnt out on it. I don't specifically dislike coaching, but I would rather be streaming or making YouTube videos or trying to figure out a show match or literally anything else for where I'm at currently. So yeah. So if I do return to coaching, I would probably, honestly, if I ever return to coaching, it would be like when I retire, basically. And I would maybe look to, I wouldn't want to do like coaching though. I would want to do it to more like a mentor thing where I'd like pick up like 1 or 2, probably juniors or senior students, maybe masters. And like, yeah, and that would be it for the whole season. That'd probably be the only thing I would be interested in doing. But it'd be like after I retired, I think. Basically. Iono doesn't feel great here, but I need to see some new cards. Wait, they can't even do anything good here. Well, now that I got this, they're just really cooked. Get the Odo cooking. When are you retiring? I don't know. It would be like when I like retire from content. Like I'd maybe still stream, but I wouldn't like be trying to do like daily YouTube videos or as much content as possible. I'd be like just become like a casual streamer, something like that. Would be my my thing. I like, you know, kind of tone down what I do. Dude, they're just bodying. They're so done. I'm like looking at the board side. I'm like, how they can't win. The whole squad's getting hit up here. Dude, pack it, bro. Pack it. Yeah, if I once I like took a back seat from yeah, when I'm not trying to do YouTube every single day, like upload daily videos on YouTube. I'm not trying to stream 5 to 6 days a week. I'm not going to tournaments, and yeah, I'm not trying to do it all. Right now, I'm trying to do it all. Right now, I'm trying to compete in tournaments, restream tournaments, trying to stream 5 to 6 days a week on except for on weeks where I travel to compete in tournaments, trying to upload to YouTube daily or sometimes multiple times a day. Like, I think there will be a point in my content creating career where I take like a step back from that, and then maybe I'll try and like commentate some major events if Pokemon would have me, and I'll like just kind of like stream a little bit more casually, upload to YouTube once a week or something like that, and then that would be a point where I get back to doing some kind of like coaching or mentoring in the space. But I'm like, I don't know when that would happen. I'm probably a long ways away from that. I mean, that's it. It's over. Many options there. What about coaching as content? I am interested in doing more prepared content potentially in the future, but the coaching content is not something that interests me, to be honest. Comparing now to when Jason played is so ridiculous, though. The numbers in tournaments now make winning so much harder. Yeah, for sure, but I mean, he won Nats because of time rules. Yeah, but you don't hold that against him. That's like, he still won the tournament. You don't bring up, oh, because it was because of time rules. Like, that's silly. If he like literally cheated, if we went back and like watched the VOD, it was like, oh my gosh, he literally fucking cheated. What the heck? That'd be different. Hey, what the bingus? Dude, this hand is just so mid. What the heck, man? Why does this hand mix suck? Dude, I just want to clef. I just don't even want to play this game. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. Dude, God, this hand sucks, man. I kind of want to get Badoo. God, this hand is so bad, man. All right, lock in, lock in. We're fine, we're fine. No crying. I should check my energy count here. Look at these crazy plays I'm making out here. Itchy. Change decks. This is the average hand. Jason won 3 worlds in 3 completely different eras. It's a massive thing to remember. It wasn't your usual 1, 2, 3 punch like Ray Rizzo. 1, 2, 3 punch. What the heck? Well, no. I mean, Jason definitely two of Jason's worlds were basically in the same era. That wasn't 3 different eras. You could maybe argue 2 different eras, but even then, I don't even know if you'd argue that. Jason didn't only win worlds, he had many other achievements alongside that. Actually, Jason didn't have that many. He had 1 regional win and then did win nationals in his last season. In the last was it the last nationals, or was the nationals before the last nationals? Jason actually didn't have that many other achievements. Not trying to like hate on Jason. I'm just saying, like, in comparison, like, yeah, Jason won 1 regional championship and 1. Oh no, but he also won like some old tournaments, probably like gym battle, whatever's. And those were real tournaments. Okay. No, but he probably won some of those as well. Tropical Gym Trainer League. Chipollen. What's the best stretch of winning have you ever seen? Chow is going crazy. I mean, Chow's been matched by... With the 3 wins, Chow's matched by Jimmy Pendarvis and Caleb Gedimer from the 2018 season. They both won 3 regionals each that season in like a reasonable, in like the kind of the same time frame. Actually, they won their regionals in like less time. Although I don't know if that's more impressive for less time or more time. It doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. And Caleb actually also got second at another regional. Caleb won 3 regionals and then got second. He maybe would have won 4 if he didn't misplay. He threw. Never lucky. But if Henry wins another one, but also there was the year that Tord won 2 ICs and a regional, so yeah, there was also the season that where Tord won 2 ICs and a regional. Oh, that's a thing as well. Those are like 3 of the best seasons of all times, and then like Sosa had a really good season. I think Sosa's the only other season that's really comparable with that. How much is this guy hitting for? 80. Dude, well, I have to give him the Dino. I don't have a choice. I need my Pidgeot. Do you playtest with Caleb at all, or just talk about decks? We playtest like the days leading up to the tournaments when we're like both at the tournaments. Do we discount Gabriel's current season because of senior? Gabriel's season doesn't count for anything at all. So it's literally he's the greatest senior player of all time. It has the greatest tournament senior run in senior history. But we have a 2010 tourney as well. All right, I'm on it. But yeah, it's a senior. Like it's not. You don't compare any of Gabriel's accomplishments this season to anything a Masters player has done. He's the greatest senior player of all time. He's on the greatest run in the seniors division of all time. But like then it's like kind of like full stop. It's like, but they're 2 different things. The Masters division and senior division are completely different. You don't even like compare them, or they shouldn't even be compared. I mean, I just need some fresh. I mean, I could Arvin here actually just for a Poffin, right? But then I don't get an energy attachment for turn. Or maybe I do just go for an Iono. Sure. Do we know if AzulGG has a VOD about Javier's 10th place Roaring Moon done on his first list? Not yet, but it's on my list. Alright, whatever. Give me the guy. Dino. Oh my gosh, this is my last Beano. No! Not the final Dino. Dude, if they have a boss and kill my Dino, don't do it! I have a Super Rod still, I think. The Super Rod could be prized. They're slaughtering my Dinos out here. Leave him alone, man. Don't forget I won 4 victory medals in a row in 2011. Don't worry, you're up there, Sama. We got you on the board. Hazel, do you miss Snorlax stall? No, I don't miss Pokemon decks. You playtest? Already read that question. Loki, if Ryuki wins Champions League, I mean, Loki, if Ryuki just wins another major, he's gonna like I don't think there's like I think in the current. Well, Tord also got a finals that year, I think, as well at the IC, right? Go back and look at the Tord season. I think Tord still has the best season of all time. What was the season? Yeah, IC dub. Special event Prague. 151 players. All right, IC dub. Second place at an IC. So 3 IC finals with a dub. Second at a regional. I'm not going to talk about the special event dub. Yeah. That's probably the best season of all time. But like if Henry wins like another major this season, then that might be a little bit ahead. So what's your head-to-head against my brother? Do you remember? No clue. Did you ever play Shove It Mirror versus him? No, I don't think so. I don't think we ever played the Shove It Mirror. He probably was always playing a deck. I only like played Shove It though, so he probably was always playing a deck that just beat me, to be honest. I aged up after. I want to say I aged up after as well. After the one, we're only in the same. No, we must have both been masters for like a season, right? I don't want another Pidgey. All right, I just need a piece here off this Iono. do I want to put Fez in play? I feel like Fez is a pretty vulnerable card to put in play. You know, their hands isn't even set up like that yet. Okay. Obsidian. Or I should just set up the hands and the other guy, right? I literally had to second guess if either of these Pokemon were Terra Pokemon for a second. You play each other for... Dude, I don't think we ever played, honestly, in a tournament. Well, we must have hit at some point at like a city championship or something. Yeah. Does Pulsar making the matchup into Guardy better at least warrant considering? I don't think so. Not yet, anyways. Guardy is not dominant enough. You have to wait for Henry to win another regional. If Henry wins another regional, then at that point, Pulsar might become the best way to win. But you have to wait on that. Yeah, we used to play at Arlington too, of course. Yeah. I mean, like, I definitely played against him when we played at locals. Wait, Henry, are you going to Milwaukee this weekend? Can we expect the 4th dub? I don't know, sure. I mean, at this point, I think we win, to be honest. I think we're too good of a spot to lose. It took a little while, but... Pulsar is terrible, what the fuck? I mean, it's not good right now. The only way it becomes good is if Guardy becomes, like, insanely good. Or insanely popular. Yes, I am going. All right. Guardy's dominance will expand this weekend. Dude, chill. All right, we're still fine, though. We still just win, I think. You went with boss next turn, yeah? Oh, I do. This thing is definitely just weak to dark. Oh, yeah. Good call. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. I forgot that it was weak to dark. We'll just pass by to thank you for your insights about my game in Seville against Hunter. It was my first event. It was so much fun and learned a lot. Of course, glad I could offer some insights for sure. And congrats on getting on stream as well, David. And we should play Golden Go again. Yeah, I think so. What do you think? What do you think, Henry? Oh, Henry, I don't even know who I mentioned this to. I think I mentioned it on stream, actually. Hearing that you weren't playing Gardevoir, dude, I feel like the whole community was disappointed that you didn't play Gardevoir at EUIC. And I was personally disappointed, bro. I usually don't care what anyone plays, of course. But hearing that you weren't playing Gardevoir and you were playing Golden Go at EUIC, bro, I was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way that he wasn't grinding Gardevoir leading up to the tournament. I have no idea how he ended up on Golden Go. Dude, I sold? I know, bro. You definitely sold. We felt betrayed? Yeah, you betrayed literally the whole Pokemon TCG community. Alright. We were behind, dude. I don't know. We somehow won, dude. Hydreigon. Once you get a Hydreigon set up, though, it's just kind of crazy how much this thing can do. Like by itself, it just like takes over. If I had the Stockholm list for UIC, I would have farmed. Hydreigon work better as a pure control mill/control deck, or is Obsidian the only way? Obsidian is definitely way better. Obsidian's just broken. Obsidian's like the best attack in the game. Just the Obsidian's absurd. Well, I should have actually checked for a Rusty board first, to be honest. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. I'm just gonna get mind bended. Even if I get Badoo here, I'm just getting mind mended. All right, let's do some let's lock in and do some prize checking here. Let's lock in, chat. Let's lock in. No Dinos, no Zoruas, no Pidgeys. One Zwellius. Both Zoroarks are here. Prize of Pidgeot and Pidgeotto, right? Odo is also prized. 2 Jack, 2 Iono. Iono in hand, I believe. 2 Boss. So I prize... Oh no, I added a Brock. Brock is here. 1 Crispin, 2 Arvin. Played an Arvin. 2 Rare Candy, 1 Candy in hand. 3 Ultra Ball. Super R2 counter, 1 Vessel. Played 2 Poffin. Evo double counter gain. Rusty boards in hand, or I've already put it in play. Prize some Metal Energy. And some other stuff. I don't know, some other stuff. Feels bad to rush board my Pidgey here, but it's not that big of a deal. Angel will have something to say about that. Those might be the 2 best attacks in the game. Those might be the 2 best attacks in the game. We got some good attacks out here, you know what I'm saying? So the question is this Dragapult or Guardy, I guess, at this point? Guardy. Wait, this still kind of sucks. My hand is so... I just don't have anything. I mean, Team Evo in here would be fine. If we can get to a Team Evo here, that's fine. We're not there yet, though. I guess I could get Fez, though. They did take a knockout. So go for, like, this plus... I guess the second Zorua seems nice. Or maybe Pidgey for fodder. Pidgey for fodder is probably better. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah. Let's do this. Can you just counter gain a Dino anyways for the Team Evo? Oh, yeah. True. Yeah. Right on, dude. Right on, brother. I kind of want to run to Fez. I can go like evolve. Treats. Shoot, is it clicked or not clicked? How are you supposed to tell? Alright, I think it's clicked. Okay, it was. Team Evo bad because there's Wells in hand? Oh yeah, true, that Team Evo sucked. You're right. Literally the worst thing I could have ever done. Do you rock with a cowboy aesthetic? It can be styling. It can be styling. Sometimes it's not though. Oh shit, this sucked ass. I did prize Odo, yes. Otherwise, grabbing Odo over Hydreigon was probably the move. Odo not available though. We're Odo-less. Wait, do you ever just get weird and start sniping Rolts off the bench? We could like Crispin to the Fezandipiti and just like... No, actually, I have to draw into the Crispin actually. Hold up. Wait, no, I can counter gain attach. Well, I can't snipe that one. I can snipe this one. It actually seems kind of good though, right? Counter gain dark. Papa Rolts. What does this guy swing for? Shoot, this thing's killing me next turn though. I can also just punch them in mill 3, which is also seems pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously don't want to Iona them here, so I don't think we're gonna do that. Let's get rid of this guy. I mean, yeah, milling 3 cards. I'm just gonna go for the mill 3. I definitely thought about it though, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get Millie with it though. Ooh. Oh, I'm Mew Iono, not bad, not bad. We'll take the Mew and the Iono. And they're not that good in this situation though. Ursaluna was also priced. Alright, we got that. So do you play chess on the chess.com app? No. His hand is pretty mid. The only problem with Zoroark is like the lack of mobility Zoroark. Like I have to keep adventures open for a Pecharunt EX. Like I can't just put 2 Zoroarks in play. Well, I could if I could put 2 Zoroarks in play if Fezandipiti wasn't here, I guess, but What if we played a Power Glass or two so we can set up energy from discard for easier Obsidian? No. Countergainer is just better. Countergainer does that, but it's just better. More consistent. Is it worth playing Heavy Baton and Joltik Box? I don't think so, no. EXP share seems interesting. I am intrigued by EXP share in there, but having not played the deck, I don't have very super strong opinions on it. Oh, they're not even done, bro? They're still cooking? Also, who the fuck plays Unfair Stamp in this deck still, bro? Get this shit out of here, bro. You're so lucky. Joltik Box a meme? No. Azul, 100J Gear Hearts versus an Embor who wins? An Embor? What the heck? But an Embor would beat literally 100 of any person. You're just dead. Like, yeah, you're done. You're cooked, kid. Not even close. Mill them out? Honestly, we're kind of on that mission right now. Can't even attack this turn, man. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It cries. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, I don't have the others waitlist, bro. My other Hydreigon is priced as well. Oh my gosh. This is effed up. Maybe I shouldn't have gone in that aggressively with the Hydreigon. I don't know. What about 1,000 Henry Chows versus 2 Ralts? I think the Henry Chows beat Ralts, yeah. What if you use Dracloaks for Draw Engine? No. Low HP. Hard to assume they had Stamp though. Yeah, I would never play around Stamp there for sure. I have to find my Super Rod now on top of everything else. Gosh, help. Honestly, I wouldn't hate a third Hydreigon in here. I've already had complications with the double Hydreigon. I mean, it's still winnable, I think, at this point. For sure. Definitely still winnable. Definitely still winnable. Super odd. I can get back to Hydreigon stuff. Man, I still got nothing, man. Hydreigon, Zuelius. How many candy do I have left? I have all 3 candy left. Maybe not. Maybe I've used 1. I have all my candy left. Let's just go for 2 energy then, I guess. I could go for Badoo here, and I guess Badoo for the turn to like slow them down. What am I even doing here, though? Oh, I don't have a choice anymore. Sadly. Would I recover? Sure. Candy Pidgeot. There's nothing to Evo for it. I'm gonna use Zuelius. Lowless. No. Dino. Cactus plus counter should slow them down when you need to build up Hydreigon. Maybe. I mean, the cactus could be cool in here, to be honest. Would let me set up damage to build up towards Hydreigon plays in some situations. Their hand is a Scream Tail. Okay, hold up. I think this is winnable. Their hand is a Scream Tail. They have nothing else. Open to the bottom of my deck there. Pidgeotto is good. The Arven. Pidgeotto's okay. I need to find, like, candies are here though, so I think I just draw first. I mean, theoretically they're there. I might need to push a one prizer here actually. No, the Pech is still good actually. Maybe the Artisan then. No, maybe the Artisan then. Okay, sure. Dude, where are my candies? Is there another Iono on the bottom of my deck there? Dude, the bottom of my deck just sucks, but the top of my deck also apparently sucks. What the heck? I need to find Iono now. I need energy as well. I have a counter gain left and my Neo upper. I'm just gonna play the Crispin, I guess. Two Ionos, 3 candies. I do need a setup for okay, it's still winnable, it's still winnable. Dude, it's the comebacks you can make with the Hydreigon deck are just so silly, to be honest. It's kind of funny. I mean, they maybe how much did they mess up their bench? They maybe mess up their bench pretty bad here as well, though. We'll see. Can I capture the Fez? No, I think I need to save it. I don't think I mind them. They do have 9 energy down. Maybe I actually could have trapped them from being able to move the Fez this turn. Actually, I think you're right. I probably should have counter captured the Fez. Yeah. Doing 130, 130, 130. Yeah, counter capture Fez honestly wasn't bad there. I was just kind of confident that they'd be able to attack, but honestly, they might have whiffed. Actually, they would have gone Nitrogen for energy retreat. They would have had the attack. Yeah, saving the counter catcher is probably correct here, to be honest. Okay, hold up. We're so close. Okay, that's 1 candy. 2 candy. Do they ever play boss? I mean, if they have boss, they win anyways because they kill my Fez, right? Yeah. Doesn't really matter which energy I get rid of here, to be honest. We finally pulled it together, though. Holy smokes, it took us forever to get here. We're literally gonna win, right? How do I actually, can I even lose? The only way I can lose is if they have boss, right? The only way to lose is if they have boss. It would have been really funny if I had decked out there through Iono. That'd have been good. Yeah, they just don't have a win condition. You just lose to Screamtail, right? Oh, shoot. You're wrong. Oh, wait. Did I actually do that a little bit differently? I need to keep an energy, right? Can I attach this to... Yeah, never mind. I can attach that. We're chilling. I mean, they mind meta. We just still have game. Am I missing something? No, I didn't miss anything. For a second, I thought I was missing something, but we're not missing anything. You lose to your internet cutting out? No? Oh, true. Yeah, my bad. Appreciate the 5 months there. E-ROM. Subs haven't been able to catch a stream in a little while, so hyped I finally caught you. Appreciate the continued support, as always, of course. Hear me out. Gardevoir with Espathra is a good card combination. No! Espathra is cheeks. One of the worst Pokemon TCG cards that people have ever played to a major tournament. The Espathra EX. I feel like 2 boss, 2 counter catcher probably just makes sense. Oh no! Dude, this thing lives! Oh, I just threw! I thought this thing died! No! I thought it was dead! Oh, I had to hit literally anything else. I can't believe I just threw that. Now I just lose. Oh my gosh. It actually had to be the Badoo too, because the Monkey Dory there has... He also kind of tanky. Dude, all of that to lose is incredible. I do like our hand. I guess I will say that. I do like our hand. Not playing Iono is like not playing Time Twister in MTG when it was legal. Yeah, Iono is still a very good card. I mean, there are some decks that don't need to play it, obviously, but yeah, you play it in the decks that should play Iono. You play Iono. I mean, obviously the card was bad enough you wouldn't play in any deck, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for... Dude, gosh darn it. All right, whatever. My Rushy board is just prized. It's fine. I didn't really want it anyways. Rushy board's kind of a cringe card anyways, right? Who wants that card anyways, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who cares, man? Who cares? I care. I need it. I want it. Fuck. All right, Is it ever a Team Evo angle, I guess? Maybe it is a team. I didn't have long enough to think because the time was ticking down. Is Odo in here? Odo is in here, so maybe I go like this actually instead. Maybe I go through a Pidgey. Pidgey Zorua. Okay. What was that? What? Did I mess that up with my clicking? Did I mess something up? I did it, right? I would have only gotten like +1 Dino in play, I think, so it's not that big of a deal, but what was that? Where'd the Poffin go? Did it go to the bottom? No, it's in the discard. It is in the discard pile. I was like, wait, did it go to the bottom of the deck? The game just said no, and that was it. Yeah, what the heck? I kind of don't want to give him my super up, but that's kind of the card I'm looking at discarding here. We'll see what we top deck, though. Like, top deck Jack here would go crazy, to be honest. Evolve to Pidgeot, Candy. Yeah, top deck Jack here would go crazy. It makes you kind of want to... No, I definitely trade the super rod, but... Oh, you. Well, now I trade the Night Stretcher, I think, for sure. Oh, man. Vessel always super rod. Get 2 energy. Dude, I'm just like gonna be down so many. Ultra Ball these 2 for Pidgeot. Okay, maybe that makes more sense. Ultra Ball, Super Rod, and this for Pidgeot. Evolve to Pidgeot. Pidgeot for Jack. Jack for something plus fodder. Okay, that does make more sense, right? Okay, so I can go like this. Yeah, this makes more sense. Otherwise, yeah. My play would have... I would have lost 1 more energy. I do have no recovery at this point, which does not feel... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have set up the Dino, actually. No, I'd rather have them amp my Dino than KO my Pidgeot. So no, benching the Dino is still fine here. Yeah, benching the Dino is still fine here for sure. Hydreigon, get rid of the Pidgeot. Psychic Metal. Yeah. So then I can combo with Counter Gain. Feel the poison so I don't die to the thing as well. Okay, just swing. Chilling. We'll see what they do. I assume they're gonna... Actually, I don't even know how they're gonna approach this, to be honest. You'd kind of assume that they'd want to gust around it, but I don't know. Gusting around my Hydreigon honestly does not seem that good. I don't have a Counter Gain or the Neo for this yet, so I don't have, like... I can't go into Obsidian. If I can't Obsidian respond to them KOing my Pidgeot here, then... things are gonna get interesting for sure. Also, if they play the Stadium, things are gonna get interesting. That's like another thing here that they could play a way to KO my Hydreigon for sure. Oh yeah, they could have Virizion as well, or Iron Leaves, excuse me. Yeah, actually Iron Leaves is gonna be scary, right? Yeah, that's gonna be scary. Yeah, Iron Leaves is gonna be scary. Shoot. And everyone plays the Iron Leaves, right? Yeah. They also didn't fill their bench. Bench not full. Iron Leaf's potential high. Are they just... What are they doing? Oh, hand... They're gonna... Yeah, they're gonna hands my Pidgeot. Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait, what's going on here? Rip YouTube chat as well? Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, you guys have to let me know when that... What's it called? Disappears. Alright, should be back now. Appreciate it. If anyone asked me a question in the last, I don't know, like 10 minutes on YouTube, ask it again. We're dead, please revive. Saying it in YouTube chat, I won't notice. I'm not KOing their hand. Maybe putting the Dino down was bad, because I'm not KOing their Iron Hands this turn, actually. Shoot, maybe I did mess that up. Alright, I guess I'm just... I mean, throwing down Fez seems fine. Do I ever Artisan for anything? I could retry and set up a Pidgeot, I guess. Maybe I should leave my benches open for Ursaluna, potentially. I don't know if that makes sense. I need anything, man. Well, that's not true. I need something that specifically lets me attack with Hydreigons. Big attack. I did not get that. I think I actually boss punched this guy. I don't know if this is correct. But I am feeling very unconfident in our potential to win this game now for sure. Okay, that's not Iron Leaves. I feel a little bit better about our situation, but I still don't feel great. I mean, this is literally just going to come down to me playing, or I have to hold on. I have to first find Iono, and then play the Iono, and then hope they can't find Gus. That feels how like most of this deck's games go, to be honest. They are down Prime Catcher, so it'd have to just be a boss or gear into boss. I first need to find the Iono as well, I guess. At this point, putting another Pokemon in play doesn't really matter. You know? Alright, I need an Iono. Iono one time. How many do I have left? I have all 3 Iono left. Well, I mean, maybe they don't have a Gust in their hand, I guess. I don't know. Unlikely. Shidian. That feels bad. Also, are you gonna play the 5th place Frostlass deck today? No, I'm not playing. I mean, it's just Frostlass. It's nothing special. What song is this? Just put exclamation point song in the chat. It'll give you the song. Why aren't they using the Galvantula? That's like the whole reason it's in here. It can't KO Hydreigon. I don't have an ability. I mean, yeah, I KO'd their Joltik. There's no reason to put. They don't want to put another Joltik back in play. They don't want to put another Joltik back in play. Oh, wait, did they actually whiff? I guess they could still have the stadium, right? That's their only out, is the stadium. Dude, our wins are just so insane with this deck. Like, I feel like every time we win a game with this deck, it's so excruciating. It's so insanely excruciating. And sometimes I just throw when we have game, like up against the Gardevoir deck. It's so excruciating to win a game with this deck, to win a single game. Holy smokes. Your losses are insane too. Oh my gosh, why are the prize cards so big? What the heck? Oh. Come on, bro. Still, come on. All right, let's do some thorough prize checking here. 1, 2, 3. Zoroark's here. Photos. 2 Jack, 2 Boss. 2 Iono. 3 Arvin, Iono in hand. Brox. Just been prized. Oof. 3 Candy. Ultra. Prize and Ultra. 1 Psychic, 1 Metal, 1 2 Dark. Psychic Metal. Not sure what the other prize cards are. Oh, was Rescue Board in there? I don't actually know. Fine. Yeah. I was like, should I play this Ultra Ball? But no, there's no way I should play this Ultra Ball here. I did think about it there for a second. Got Beningist. I mean, I think I just go evolve and I wait for this, to be honest. I think I just wait for my Pidgeot. I could boss to make things awkward for them, to be honest. That's probably fine. But I'd rather bring up Dreepy or Hawlucha. I guess Dreepy. Because now, like, they have to, yeah, like, to get into Badoo this turn, they might have to use another energy, and it's like one less energy there. Yeah, seems good. This seems decent. Seems decent. Are they just giving up on Badoo here? They might just be giving up on the Badoo here. Oh, the Latias are going for Latias. Okay. I guess it forced the Latias into play, which is good prize cards for me later, so I don't really hate this. Yeah, it's not like terrible for me or anything. This is so slow, though. This is so slow. But Dreepy can hit you? Does that matter? No, I don't care if Dreepy hits me for 10 damage with a Petty Grudge. Petty Grudge all he wants. That petty bastard. Okay. This is just weird because they could, like, theoretically have, like, Evolve Attach Boss KO Dino next turn. I'm gonna have this for sure, which is nice. I guess I could grab Artisan here and then get another Dino. That might be the play. Oops. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with this. And I'll jack for Swilius. Dino. And I actually think I should get... I'm gonna get Zwillius, whatever. I should get, like, this as Ultra Ball fodder potentially next turn. There's still a good chance that they actually boss KO my Zwillius or whatever, but we'll go with it. Dragon Ball is popular in Japan right now. I don't know. It's kind of impossible to say because they don't have major tournaments. I mean, you can look at City League results, and those are like a decent representation of it, but you know. But even then, I feel like the meta is sometimes different than what's happening at City Leagues. You can play new Frostlass Monkey Dory? No, not today. When's the next Champions League? This weekend. Tomorrow. Day 1 tomorrow, day 2 on Saturday. Okay. Oh, that means they have Neo Upper. Okay. I was like, wait, that's weird. But no, they just have Neo Upper energy in hand. Day 1 is being streamed, yeah. Day 1 is being streamed. I honestly feel like them KOing my active would be a mistake. If they're not KOing my Zwellis, I think they should hide behind the Badoo for another turn. If they do have boss here, I am pretty scared. I don't know what they've done so far this turn. Okay, that's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. That is annoying. Yeah, the question is, do they have boss? If they have boss, that's kind of annoying, but we'll do the best we can. Turo, okay. That's still decent. That's still a decent turn. Not terrible. Oh, they actually put... Oh, that's bad, though. Putting Monkey Dory in play is so bad here. Oh my gosh, they have another jamming tower, bro. Chill. Okay, this is still kind of scary for me. Yeah, we don't have like a ton going on for us. We have very little setup. Why is Monkey bad here? Because they have 4 Pokemon on their bench that I can KO with Obsidian. So I can go Obsidian, Punch their active, KO Monkey Dory, KO Dragapult, into Obsidian, KO Badoo, KO Hawlucha. And they actually KO that Dragapult and I win the game. So they're just putting it 4th 1-prizer in play is just bad. Yeah, them clogging their bench specifically isn't like terrible. It's the fact that they are, yeah, it's the fact that they gave me 4 1-prizers is like a big mistake from them. But we'll see if we can take advantage or not. That's the question. Can we take advantage of it? mean, I can't get counter gain, and I have to just kind of Iono and hope to hit some stuff, I guess. I kind of want to play the Buddy Boff in here. I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to make that play happen here to begin with, to be honest. We'll see, though. Rua, Dino, Evolve, and then Iono. See what we draw. Because right now, this is the most annoying part. The fact that they found their jamming tower is the most annoying part here, to be honest. Oh my! Yeah! We just drew everything. We drew it all. Holy smokes. All right, counter gain's in there. I didn't even know if it was in there or not, to be honest. Obsidian, take out the monkey, take out the Loke. Just absurd draw. I'm not even gonna lie, it's absurd. Oh, Petch. It's one of my other prize cards. Okay. Fez. Yep. Sure. I have 2 targets for my Ursaluna, which is nice. I got Ultra Ball to go get my Zoroark. I think I have to attach another energy. Oh, they have Iono as well. That's kind of annoying. My hand was actually pretty good. This hand is Ultra Ball. This hand is Ultra Ball. That was a big card still to get Zoroark. Get Zoroark established. I do have to evolve this Dino as well, right? I have to evolve this Dino. 330. Actually, they could win with a Turo on Hawlucha. They have a Turo left as well. That'd be annoying. That would be annoying. Well, if they take a prize card here, they actually activate my counter gain again, though. I wonder if they'll take a prize card here. Let's see. Are you gonna reshoot Milwaukee or Champions League? Both. The times don't conflict. Yeah, I guess the question is, do they reactivate my counter gain here? And where else will they put damage? 3-1-1. Okay. They should have put it all here, because they could have Turo. Yeah, they can't do the Turo Hawlucha play now. They also reactivated my counter gain, which is really good for me. Okay. Well, now I'm tempted to actually... I have the candy. I'm tempted to candy out the Hydreigon. I think that is probably the correct play. Actually, I don't know if that is a correct play, actually. The more I think about it, I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure if that is the correct play. It didn't seem like necessary. This is nice. This is a pretty good spot to be in. I'm not gonna complain about where we're at right now. Although losing my rescue board is not like the first thing I'd want to give up. If I can punch this, spread damage. I could also get... What if I got Counter Catcher here and Counter Catchered Fez? I could Counter Catcher this Dragapult and then go KO this, so that way both Dragapults are in Ursaluna range, right? Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, that might be the play. Bring up the other Dragapult. And everything's in Ursaluna range now. I think I can burn this. I don't think I get anything, though. Crispin is prized. So it might be available if I draw it. I did draw it. I could have set for another Obsidian if I knew. I didn't know I was going to draw it though. It was like a 50-50 there. So I don't think it's worth playing around that. I mean, we should just have game here, right? It should just be game. The only play that I can see them, I don't think it works for them, but they could like bring up my Zoroark and try and trap it for a turn. Seems to be like maybe their best play. We'll see if they go for that though. Should they have put all 6 on the bird? But they can't really afford to leave this alive. So I don't know. All 6 on the bird? No, I don't think so. It should have been all here. It should have been all here, so that way if this evolved to Azuelis, whatever, then they could have KO'd it with the spread. Is what they should have done. But the fact that they went like this means I could have evolved to Azuelis. I didn't have to candy Hydreigon. So. Second Obsidian's not winning anyways. Dragon Ball is a non-terra bench. Well, we would have brought up Fezandipiti and we could have punched Fez specifically. That would have been the play. Bring up Fez, punch Fez, and then Fez can be Obsidian spread too. But that does risk losing to Turo because they could Turo the Fez. Although I'd still probably would have been okay. Gonna check. I mean, I can just KO them with this guy here. Yeah. Unless I'm about to misplay again, but I think we got him. I could see playing 2 Crispin in this deck just because you don't prize it or you can draw into it more often. You never need to use Crispin twice with this deck, but playing 2 Crispin wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.